Hello there. Is Nigeria heading for another political showdown before the 2027 elections? Why are political parties suddenly rushing to settle internal disputes? And could unresolved court battles and post-primary crisis create fresh uncertainty for the country's electoral process? Those questions are becoming increasingly important after the Independent National Electoral Commission unveiled key deadlines that could determine who eventually appears on the ballot in the 2027 general elections. INEC has announced that political parties will receive access codes to its candidate nomination portal on June 26, while July 11 has been fixed as the final deadline for submitting particulars of candidates seeking to contest various elective positions across the country. At first glance, the announcement may appear to be a routine administration step, but behind the scenes, development has triggered intense political activities as parties race against time to resolve disputes, finalize candidate lists, and complete negotiations involving running mates and campaign structures. The pressure is mounting because once the portal closes, there will be no second chance. According to INEC, the nomination process will be fully automated. Political parties must upload the names and details of their candidates within the stipulated period. Any candidate whose information is not submitted before the deadline risks being excluded from the election. That reality has placed enormous pressure on political parties still struggling with the aftermath of their primaries. Across the country, several parties continue to deal with appeals, complaints, and internal disagreement from aspirants dissatisfied with the outcome of primary elections. In some cases, aggrieved members have already approached party appeal committees. In others, legal battles are being prepared as disappointed aspirants seek redress through the courts. The African Democratic Congress is among the parties currently managing post-primary disputes. Party officials confirmed that efforts are ongoing to address grievances raised by aspirants before forwarding the names of successful candidates to INEC. For the party, resolving internal disagreements is more than a matter of party unity. Electoral history has shown that unresolved disputes can create major legal complications, sometimes resulting in candidates being disqualified or parties losing valuable political ground. The Young Progressive Parties has expressed confidence in its readiness for the next phase of the process. Party officials say they are prepared to begin uploading candidates. The Young Progressive Party has expressed confidence in readiness for the next phase of the process. Party officials say they are prepared to begin uploading candidate information as soon as the nomination portal becomes available. Other political parties are also looking around the clock to ensure compliance with INEC's requirements. Hence, candidate nominations are only part of the story. INEC itself is facing legal challenges that could affect aspects of the electoral timetable. The Commission has already filed appeals against two federal high court judgments relating to part of its schedule for the 2027 elections. According to the Electoral Commission, the court's rulings raise significant questions regarding its constitutional authority to coordinate election activities and manage timelines necessary for conducting credible polls. INEC argues that its election timetable is not merely a collection of dates. Rather, it is a carefully structured framework connecting numerous activities that must work together to ensure successful elections. These activities include monitoring party primaries, verifying membership registers, processing candidate nominations, preparing election materials, configuring technology systems, training personnel, and conducting voter education campaigns. The Commission warns that separating or disrupting parts of this framework could create uncertainty and administrative difficulties. In essence, INEC believes that the entire election machinery operates like a chain. If one critical link is removed or altered, the consequences could affect every other stage of the process. The concerns are not merely theoretical. Nigeria's electoral history contains numerous examples of last-minute court judgment, candidate substitutions, internal party conflicts, and procedural disputes that created confusion close to election periods. Many observers fear a repeat scenario could complicate preparations for 2027 if unresolved issues continue to accumulate. INEC Chairman Professor George Amupoton has therefore urged political parties to approach the nomination process with seriousness and discipline. He specifically called on parties to ensure their ICT personnel and relevant officials are fully prepared before the portal opens. Since the system is automated, there will be little room for excuses once the deadline arrives. The warning reflects the growing importance of technology in Nigeria's electoral process. Candidate nominations, voter registration, result management systems, and accreditation procedures increasingly depend on digital infrastructure. Political parties that fail to adapt may find themselves disadvantaged during critical stages of election preparation. Beyond administrative concern, the situation also highlights broader political tension ahead of 2027. As election session approaches, competition among parties is becoming more intense. Every major political platforms understand that candidate selection is one of the most critical decisions in any electoral cycle. A single controversial primary can trigger months of litigation, division, and political damage. That is why many party leaders are investing considerable effort in managing disputes before they escalate further. At the same time, INEC continues to encourage parties to focus on voter education and participation. The Commission has emphasized the importance of mobilizing citizens to register and obtain permanent voter cards ahead of the elections. Officials believe that credible elections depend not only on effective administration, but also on active citizen participation. The electoral body has also reiterated its commitment to neutrality, insisting that all political parties will receive equal treatment under the Constitution and Electoral Act. For millions of Nigerians watching development unfold, the coming weeks could prove crucial. Candidate lists will begin to take shape. Alliances may strengthen or collapse. Court cases could reshape political calculations. Internal party disputes may either be resolved or become even more contagious. What is clear, though, is that the countdown to 2027 has entered a critical phase. The deadlines announced by INEC have effectively started a race against time. Political parties must now move quickly to settle disputes, finalize candidates, and comply with electoral requirements. Failure to do so could have consequences that extend far beyond internal party politics. The question now is whether political parties can overcome their internal battles before the clock runs out. As the nomination deadline approaches, Nigeria's political landscape may be preparing for one of the most intense periods yet. Will political parties resolve their dispute before INEC's deadline, or could these disagreements affect preparation for the 2027 elections? Should the Commission remain firm on its timelines or allow some flexibility for parties before facing internal challenges? We would like you to share your thoughts in the comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on the road to 2027 elections. Thank you for watching. That will be all for now. See you soon. My name is Emerald Onufi. Have a wonderful day.